4.41 E 1.
Claire worked for a marketing company.
I 2.
She had to work very hard and do overtime.
G 3.
She had a good salary, but she didn't like her boss.
D 4.
They had an argument and Claire was sacked.
C 5.
She was unemployed and had to look for a job.
F 6.
She applied for a lot of jobs and sent in CVs.
H 7.
She had some interviews but didn't get the jobs.
A 8.
She decided to set up an online business selling birthday cakes.
B 9.
Her business is doing very well. Claire is a success.
4.42 Work Verb phrases 1.
Dan has to do a lot of overtime.
He has to work extra hours.
2.
Matt got promoted last week.
He was given a more important job.
3.
Most nurses have to work shifts.
Sometimes they work during the day and sometimes at night.
4.
A man in our department was sacked yesterday.
The boss told him to leave.
5.
Colin was made redundant.
He lost his job because the company didn't need him anymore.
6.
The minister is going to resign.
He has decided to leave his job.
7.
Lillian is going to retire next month.
She's 65 and she's going to stop working.
8.
Angela has set up a business to sell clothes online.
She had the idea and has started doing it.
9.
Everyone in the office has to do a training course.
They need to learn how to use the new software.
10.
She applied for a job.
She replied to an advert and sent in her CV.
4.43 Saying what you do. A 1.
I'm unemployed.
2.
He's self-employed.
3.
She's well qualified.
4.
It's a temporary job.
5.
It's a part-time job.
B 1.
I work in a multinational company.
2.
I'm in charge of the marketing department.
3.
I'm responsible for customer loans.
4.
I'm at school.
5.
I'm in my third year.
4.44 Word building. A 1.
Promote.
Promotion.
2.
Apply.
Application.
3.
Retire.
Retirement.
4.
Employ.
Employment.
5.
Qualify.
Qualification.
6.
Resign.
Resignation.
B 1.
Science.
Scientist.
2.
Law.
Lawyer.
3,
Music.
Musician.
4,
Pharmacy.
Pharmacist.
5,
Farm.
Farmer.
6.
Translate.
Translator.
4.45. 1,
Apply.
2,
Salary.
3,
Redundant.
4,
Experience.
5,
Overtime.
6,
Permanent.
7,
Qualifications.
8,
Resign.
9,
Retire.
10.
Temporary.
4.46. 1,
I'm not very good at remembering names.
Katie's given up smoking.
2,
Driving at night is quite tiring.
Shopping is my favourite thing to do at weekends.
3,
I hate not being on time for things.
I don't mind getting up early.
4.47. 1,
My flat is very easy to find.
2,
Liam is saving money to buy a new car.
3,
My sister has never learned to drive.
Try not to make a noise.
4.48. 1,
I can't drive.
We must hurry.
2,
She always makes me laugh.
My parents didn't let me go out last night.
4.49.
Guy Jeremiah presented Aquatina. He argued that bottled water is bad for the planet because each person throws away at least 85 empty plastic bottles a year. His invention is a bottle that you can compress and keep in your pocket. Then you take it out of your pocket and fill it up when you're somewhere that has drinking water. For example, a gym, a school, or your workplace, or even a cafe which can give you tap water. He tried to convince the Dragons by showing that in the UK, more and more people are asking for tap water in bars and restaurants and are not buying bottled mineral water. He also had the idea of a phone app which could tell people where the nearest place is where they can fill up their bottle.
Kirsty Henshaw's idea was for a frozen dessert, which is a healthy alternative to ice cream. These desserts are low-fat, low in calories, and don't contain any sugar, milk or gluten, or anything that could be a problem for people with allergies. The desserts come in different flavours: chocolate, strawberry and vanilla. Kirsty came up with the idea because her son is allergic to milk, and in the summer he got very sad when all the other children were eating ice creams and he couldn't have one. Kirsty's products are currently sold in a few health food shops, but she would like to increase production and sell her desserts in big supermarkets. The desserts are called Kirsty's Freedom.
4.50.
The Dragons asked Guy a lot of questions. For example, they asked him how much he was going to sell the bottle for, which was £4.99, and how much it cost him to make. Guy explained that at the moment it was costing him £1 to make each bottle, but that if he could make them in bigger quantities, it would only cost 50p. The Dragons also asked how many he had sold so far, to which he answered 340. In the end, they decided that they weren't interested. Their main reason was that they thought that you could always use any empty water bottle and refill it. You don't need to buy one specially. So they couldn't believe that it would ever make any money.
The dragons were impressed by Kirsty's presentation and they immediately asked to try the dessert. They liked it, although one of them thought it didn't really taste like ice cream, more like frozen yogurt. Kirsty explained that her dessert wasn't supposed to taste like ice cream, and that was why she had called it a frozen dessert. They also asked her how much fat there was in it, and she said less than 3%. In the end, to Kirsty's delight, they decided to invest £65,000 in Kirsty's business because they thought that there was definitely a market for her product. And since then, Kirsty's frozen desserts are now sold in two of the biggest UK supermarket chains, Waitrose and Sainsbury's. She also has a website with recipes, interviews, and all sorts of information about nutrition.
Although the dragons didn't invest in it, Guy's Aquatina is also doing well. It has its own website, and it's on sale in several UK shops and online.